corona survivor who recently tested negative.
Hello, I'm Dr. Aparna Adluri. I'm a homeopathic physician and also a certified nutritionist. And I've recently tested negative for corona. And when I say recently, I mean August. In August, I was down with corona for a couple of weeks, and I had a hypoxia. I was hospitalized, but then I kicked back to health, and now I'm fully recovered.
Okay. Starting with the first question. When you heard of coronavirus, what was your first reaction?
When I heard about the news of coronavirus, I was like, I never thought that I'd see a pandemic in my lifetime. I studied about pandemics in my pathology and even SPM and everywhere, but I never actually thought that at this point of time, we'd actually go through a pandemic. But we were going through a pandemic, and I took a little time to accept that as reality. And when I tested positive myself, I was a little scared at the beginning because it was a new virus and I didn't know how far my health is going to support me. So it was a little difficult in the beginning for a couple of days, but then I was like, we are seeing so many survivors right now. So I thought, it will be fine.
How was your initial lockdown days?
Oh, the initial lockdown was a celebration. It was a continuous party.
Okay.
So it was like the first holiday I got after I started my practice. So I was like cooking things and everything, and I was focusing on my physical workouts. I actually improved my health during lockdown, I think, which helped me recover corona very quickly.
That's amazing.
Thank you.
As a doctor, what do you think about cross-contamination?
Cross-contamination is a real thing, and when it comes to viruses, because of their virility, the chances of cross-contamination are higher than in the case of bacteria. So viruses are easy to spread basically. And given that this is an airborne virus, this is not exactly an airborne virus, but it can be spread through droplet infection. So if you're not taking enough precautions, then cross-contamination can spread the virus throughout the country, throughout the world at a very fast rate. So there is a huge risk of this virus being spread even now. It's coming down. We're developing herd immunity, and despite that, given the season, given the density of Indian population, we are always at risk, and we should always make sure that we're taking preventive measures and taking care of ourselves enough.
Yeah, definitely. Coming to the main question, when were you tested positive, and why did you approach testing center?
So there is actually a bit of story. So we've had severe rains in August. Since 10th August, we've been having a great downpour here in Warangal. No, it's not 1 week. We've had continuous rains for almost 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So I didn't even go out. I was not even communicating with people. I couldn't even go out for getting groceries or basic supplies. And despite that, on 22nd of August, it was Vinayaka Chauthi that day, and that day I've been having allergic cough for a while before that, but that was moderate. It was not anything severe, so I ignored it. But on the day of Vinayaka Chauthi, the intensity of cough increased, and I got a little worried about it. By evening, I even developed a little bit of body pains and everything, and I was like, okay, this might be corona. I was thinking only yet. And because it was Vinayaka Chauthi, I couldn't go out. It was a public holiday, I couldn't go out and get tested. So I decided that next day morning I'd go for test.
Okay.
And by the next day morning, after I went, gave my RT-PCR sample, went for an HRCT chest, and then I came back. After coming back home, I developed temperature, a little bit of temperature. Okay. So by then I was sure, I didn't test positive yet, I didn't get my test report yet, but I was positively sure that this could be corona. And the next morning RT-PCR was positive, and then my CORAD score was 5, and I've been diagnosed with corona. Even then I didn't panic. I started taking both homeopathic and allopathic medication. I was taking doxycycline, I was taking omdacartil as my steroid. I was taking vitamin supplements. So by 24th and 25th, I was like, okay, fine. Situation is getting better. I didn't have any very physical symptoms, and I was more or less fine. I was weak, but I was fine.
Okay.
But on 24th, on the night of 24th, not on 25th, on the night of 25th, I developed hypoxia, and I found out only because I was using a pulse oximeter. Okay. My oxygen levels, pressure levels were in 70s, and yet I didn't have any shortness of breath or any other symptom. I was like, I came down the stairs, I went up the stairs all over again just to check if the hypoxia is real or not. I was seriously wondering if the pulse oximeter was correct or not. Yeah. So I actually took the stairs a couple of times to see if I had any shortness of breath, but I did. Then what I did is I used a different pulse oximeter. I borrowed a pulse oximeter from my grandparents. I asked them to throw that in my room. I used it, and then the hypoxia was also reported in that pulse oximeter, and then I decided that no, I have to go to a hospital because
Okay.
if these
You
are
were
my
hospitalized.
I
You were
was
not in home quarantine.
no, I was in home quarantine for the first couple of days.
Okay.
For 1 day after I tested positive, then I got hypoxia. Then I was diagnosed with hypoxia, and then I went for hospital all by myself.
Okay. How is there in the hospital facilities, sanitation, and all? Like, how far you were impressed by the doctors and hospitals?
Okay, here I have to mention 2 points. Firstly,
Because there's a talk, I want to mention this because in news and all, there's a talk that hospitals are not providing good sanitation for us.
Okay, so this is partly true and partly not true because I was admitted in Yashoda Hospital ultimately. But before that, prior to that, I went to another COVID hospital. I don't want to take the name of that hospital, but it is also in Hyderabad. I went to that hospital, and initially they administered me oxygen.
Okay.
So when that first happened, I'm not even talking about sanitation. This is the basic oxygen which is a requisite for corona patients. So when they gave me when they fixed me up with the cylinder, that cylinder was empty, and I had to see that my oxygen levels were even falling down. They were not picking up. They were not even touching 90. So I had to look at it. I had to call this nursing staff, and then I had to report that this cylinder is empty. So then they brought in another cylinder, which the wall of that cylinder was not functional. It took me like 2 minutes to say that this valve is not functioning. The pressure level is falling down continuously. Get me a better cylinder. And when they were fumbling around, they were not able to give me a good cylinder. At that moment, I decided that no, this is not going to happen. Even if I'm going to go into a corporate hospital, I'm actually scared of corporate hospitals. But if I need better treatment, then I have to go through it. I decided, and my mom immediately decided that she's not going to take a risk with anything else. And so I was admitted in Yashoda Malikpet. And that hospital, sanitization, the nursing staff, the equipment used, everything was perfect, everything was really good. But then that is one of the prime hospitals in the country,
Yeah,
so you can't say that every hospital is like that. Like I've seen both ends of it.
Yeah. Okay. So, as you have been admitted in the hospital, what do you think people should do? Like, home quarantine is best or hospitalization is best?
You see, there is not best for anything because when I tested positive, my mother also tested positive, and she was absolutely asymptomatic. I had fever, a bit of fever, I had cough, and I had hypoxia. Even if I was not feeling it, I had hypoxia. My mother, on the other hand, had nothing. She was diabetic. She's 53 years old, but inshallah, she had nothing. She was actually perfectly healthy. So for a woman like that, for someone like that, home quarantine is more than enough. But you should make sure that you're checking your oxygen rate and you're taking down your temperatures every once or twice every day. And also you have to make sure that you're eating healthy, you're taking your medicines, you're taking your supplements. Because when there's such a strong virus in your body, healthy food is not enough to supplement all the vitamin needs of the body. So you have to take artificial supplementation too. So you have to make sure of all those things. And if you're asymptomatic and if you're going fine, or if you have only mild symptoms, then home quarantine is just as good. But if you have some symptoms and if there is a chance that you could go critical, then better you have to go for hospitalization. So it's on the level of infection you have in your body.
Okay, after testing positive, how many days it took you to test positive? You and your mom to test negative?
Okay, so I was actually tested positive on 24th of August. And I was hospitalized for a whole week, like almost until 31st of August, I was in hospital.
Okay.
So on 24th, I was tested positive. 25th night, I had to go into the hospital. And then from 26th to 31st, I was in the hospital. And even after my discharge, I went straight into the quarantine. And I remained in quarantine for 9 more days actually. I could have gone for a test, but I wanted to be sure that the test report will be mostly negative. So I waited for almost, how many days would that make it? I think 15 days, 16 days. And then I went for a test and I was tested negative.
Okay.
In the
Did
first
you take any extra food supplementations for energy and all?
Yes. Because when I was in hospital, I couldn't actually consume a lot of food because I eat a little bit of too mild and I'm used to a different kind of diet, and so I couldn't take the hospital food. It was a little difficult. So and given that corona is also a protein virus in itself, I actually lost a lot of weight. So I had to take food supplementation. I was eating a lot, and given that I'm a vegetarian, I really need a lot of protein supplementation. So I took a lot of paneer, I was taking boiled sprouts, and then I was taking a lot of salads, and I was also taking fruits. I'm generally not in fruits, I'm a doctor myself, but I don't like them, and yet I was eating fruits and nuts and everything. So yeah, I had to up my nutrition compared to my regular consumption standards. Yes, I had to take them.
Okay. After testing negative, what all precautions you took and you are still taking?
Okay. Immediately after testing negative, I was a little weak physically. So for a couple of more weeks, I actually was taking a lot of medication and I was keeping my workouts. I have the habit of working out and I was keeping my workouts very basic and very normal. So I actually even lost my core energy. I can hold in my plank position up to one and a half to 2 minutes generally. I was falling down. I was literally collapsing after 30 seconds. So it was a little hard phase. So yeah, I was taking more proteins. I was doing the basic stretchings and only basic working outs, and I didn't come out of my house for 3 more weeks after testing negative. Partly because I wanted to regain my energy, and partly because my family was very scared and was not like they were not ready to take the risk of letting me out actually.
Okay. What was their reaction when you said you'll open the clinic again after negative? Testing
Initially,
negative?
they were very scared, especially the elders in the family, my grandparents, my mom's uncles and aunts. They were very scared. They were like, we can't go through that stress again. We don't want you to be in that position, that risk position again. So they were a little negative, but my immediate family, my parents and my mother, my aunts and uncles, they were all like, no, 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 you have to go out. Let her go out, let her do her thing, because you can't make her and shut her down in a room for a long period, and corona is not going to be resolved in a day or two. So they were like, they were more supportive of me, and yeah, so they let me open my clinic. But initially it was like they were only letting me out on the condition that if I even see a patient who could be who has any corona symptomatology, I'm not going to take them. That was my condition for as long as
Really
corona
supportive
October.
from the family.
Yeah, my family is supportive.
Yeah.
Given that they're mostly
Right.
educated people, it helped actually.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Lastly, a message you want to give to the audience and viewers. What you want to say them like after for testing positive, or how should they be and how should they take precautions?
Okay, here I want to give a message both to my brethren, my doctor community, and also to the patients. So I'll start with the patients firstly. So the general public, the one thing we have to do is we have to take the precautions. Prevention is better than cure, and there is no denying that. So we have to make sure that we're taking entire precautions. We have to make sure that we're wearing masks always whenever we are going out, and we have to wear masks if a maid or someone is coming into our home. Even if you're maintaining a given social distancing, you should still wear masks when you're in presence of strangers or people from outside whom you don't meet on a daily basis. And you should also make sure that you're sanitizing your every grocery that comes in should be disinfected. Even the vegetables and fruits have to be disinfected, because this is not a time where you can be lenient about that thing. So you have to disinfect everything. Even if you're bringing in grocery, even if you're bringing in the basic medicines, you have to make sure that the package in itself is disinfected. Then leave it around undisturbed for a day or two, and then take the things in. So that is one thing you have to do. And the other thing is that make sure that your nutrition is up to the mark. If you're someone who is going through some diet or something like that, this is not the exact time to go through very crash diets or anything. So make sure that you're taking enough of nutrition, enough of your vegetables, or enough of supplementations, and make sure that you're also doing a little bit of workout so that your energy levels are up to the mark. And if you happen to test positive, your body will be supportive of your recovery. So you make sure of those things. And if you do happen to test positive, please do not panic, because corona is not something that has the capability to kill a healthy human being just like that. Unless and until you don't have a metabolic disorder, or you don't have a severe gross deficiencies, most of the time, most of the people are coming out healthy. Even the ones with severe metabolic disorders are also coming out healthy. Even the ones with chronic diseases are coming
The
out
main
healthy.
thing and mostly important is mental
Do
health.
not panic.
Yeah,
Do not
mental-
panic. Make sure that you're fighting with the disease. You make sure that you're having the support of your family. And if someone in your circle is tested positive, make sure that they know that you're with them. You can't be physically with them, but morally you make sure that you're with them. And this is the thing I want to tell the public, the patients. And for the doctors, if there is a patient who has tested positive, do not scare them further. I know this is a very new virus, so it is a little risky. If you can't take spontaneous decisions, you have to consider the risk factors. But this is not the time to make money out of it either. So do not. I actually went through an experience like that. So I'm telling. So I'm requesting my fellow, my brethren, my own community. Please do not scare the patients. Please do not be a negative presence in their life. Let us make things better, not worse. So that's it. Thank you.
Thank you for spending your precious time to give an interview.
Pleasure. It's a
So
pleasure.
as Dr. Aparna said, do follow all the precautions and take care of yourself. Stay home and stay safe. Thank you.